Hey everybody, Tag, Life Done Free. What a beautiful weekend. I've posted some videos lately about things like the illusion of equity and, a fire and all those serious topics. So I thought I'd post a quick video about just what we did this weekend. Kind of highlight some of the projects that we had and some of the things that we kept busy with. But before I do, if you like the channel, subscribe, definitely comment. Like I said, I like reading them and it gives me, some good ideas. So without further ado, let's check out what we did for the weekend. Come on. Hey everybody, so I started my weekend out trying to install a new security camera. I'm a big believer in, if you can't protect it, you don't own it. And so I believe in, layers of security. And so we got this new camera up and thought I'll play with it real quick before I get busy. So here it is turned on for the first time. I haven't, spent a lot of time with it, but let's just play with some quick features. So zoom. See that big pile of wood and brush and all that stuff? It's probably the thing I'm the most embarrassed about as you back up here. But we go through a lot of wood, so that's just kind of where I process it. Now this camera has 360-degree zoom, so we'll just do a quick flyby till we get back in here, back to the beginning. But I was happy to get this up. I'd been looking at it for a little bit, and so you look up there at the house and that crow's nest, top right-hand corner, you'll see it. You'll also see I poured some concrete this weekend. So I've been working on pouring these little pads inside the shop. Several reasons why I do it this way. One, I'm just not that good at it, so I can't handle the big pour. You'll see I end up with these kind of ugly seams, but I'll grind them down. I'll make them look smooth. They'll come out okay. This concrete is 12 inches thick everywhere, and I did that because, it's not unlike me to come home from the auction with a bulldozer or something. So anyway, I want it to hold up long term. The other thing that it does, it kind of locks in the walls. On the side, keeps it from, kind of pulling up in the wind. So that one just got poured. I need to do a little cleanup on it and ought to be good to go. One of the things I really like about doing concrete is always have an extra pad laying around somewhere. This is excess concrete that came out of that floor pour. I just pour sidewalks and pads and things like that. I kind of look at it like, free concrete and, I would check in with Bee and see if she's still on vacation. She likes to lollygag a lot, so let's check in on what she's doing. Oh, she's up on top of the greenhouse. That looks like a fun job. She don't even know I'm recording her. I wonder if she'll be appreciative. I love watching my wife work. It's such a great thing. So after that, I went and dug some more holes and began to set some more of those poles for that turkey coop that I shot a video about earlier. I had to put 12 poles up. None of them are straight. Got to get them all leveled now. But this will create the outside of the building. It didn't take me very long, a couple hours to get them set in. See that wire at the bottom of that pole? That was just left on the pole, and I broke it apart so it'd slide down so I could get it off, but I just got to clean it up. Old Milo, that's Grumpy Acres rooster back there. But another thing it did for me is it cleared this spot. That used to be full of telephone poles, and I love getting stuff all cleaned up. So this ought to be a pretty nice size turkey coop. Hopefully we can raise some turkeys and score. I love my wife. She made it some food. Boy, don't that look good. Well, next I'm off to the garden. So this is the expansion in the garden this year. If you look at these big old piles of black dirt, this is actually 7-year-old cow manure. About 100 tons of it last year. It's been sitting a whole nother year. A lot of sticks in it we got to remove, and then I'll come back in with the skid loader and shape them for her a little bit better. But we do this for several reasons. One, eventually I'll spread this all out in order to help my soil, and those rows down the center, I'll run cardboard and hay and stuff down there and work on building the soil. And I'll go over to the last year's garden the year before that and show you what I'm talking about, but it'll absolutely build great soil. But in the meantime, we'll just plant them in these bundles. These arches, if you look at it, there's I dumped some dirt on the sides, got to get it spread out. My wife will grow beans and loofahs and cucumbers and whatever else she wants to grow. I really don't get real involved in that. I just kind of do the labor work, and I got to duck my head a little bit going underneath here, but my wife don't. And the good news is I won't spend a lot of time in here, so don't bother me a bit. But let's take the skid loader over and we'll go to the last year's garden and see how we did. Here's last year's garden and the year before, and we'll walk in here and I'll show you what I'm talking about. And this really is a great way to build soil. Works great for us. I sit on 4 inches of topsoil and 900 miles of clay. So in these piles that we dug up, and this is the same 7-year-old manure, cover it in wood chips, and this is just wood chips that come out of our field. And I got a big wood chipper, and so we just chip everything up. And so this is a year old. So if you look underneath this hay here, by the way, this is weedless, so we don't have to pull hardly any weeds. But if you dig down underneath there, again, just after a year, you'll see when I pull it up, see, there's still pretty clay down there. And what we want to do is just kind of really get some good black soil on top of that. So let's go and check out what it looks like another year back. So as you see, these are old tomato plants and stuff that are laying in there. We just continue to throw the waste down in the walking paths and just let it mulch in and give the nutrients back to the ground. So let's go over here and we'll pick a good spot and dig up some dirt and see how we did 2 years in. Here we go. Now, there used to be cardboard under here too, but you don't see any of that. That's gone. Look at that. Look how much better that is. Yep, see, there's an earthworm right there. Look at that. Cool. A few more years and that will be excellent, excellent, excellent dirt. This hay just comes out of my field. We feed the animals it, and it's just prairie hay. But what a good use for that kind of stuff, huh? Better go check in with Bee and see if she's still on vacation. Oh, look, there she is. I wonder if she has no idea I'm filming her. That's okay, though. She's up there just plugging in the greenhouse, getting it nice and tight, and that time of year is coming, and pretty excited. I know that she is for sure. Hey, everybody. So it was a super exciting day. We got a ton done. Spent the weekend, pouring concrete, got a couple pads out of the way, got the camera hooked up. I haven't played with it yet. Looking forward to doing that. Got a bunch of work done in the garden, got some poles set. Wife, spent a bunch of time on the greenhouse. She did a lot of painting and, some siliconing and those kind of things. Not to mention I had an amazing meal and a great adventure watching my wife work, which I, always love to do. Just like I always tell you guys, go out there and just live free. Go challenge the system that enslaves us every single day. And you can do it. You can do it just by one little step at a time. Do one little thing that makes you less dependent upon everybody else. Well, like I always say, you guys, hold the line. Don't give a single inch. Not a single inch. Do not give an inch. Tag out. See you.